Red.
I mean, usually you guys up 4-0 in the 6th, 7th inning, you're going to win a game. What happened there at the end?
Well, we've been using our bullpen guys a lot. You know, when we decided before the game that Kurt Spomer and Reese McGraw would not pitch based on the heavy workload that they had last week, and you could tell Mark Winkelman and Chase Webb weren't quite as sharp either. But you got to give Iowa some credit. It didn't look like they were putting many good swings on the ball there the first 6 innings, but in the 7th inning, I think they collected 4 straight hits, and they did a good job. They played hard the last 3 innings, and they out-executed us.
It's kind of one of the things that's plagued this team is not being able to cash in on opportunities when you had them. You had the bases loaded in the 3rd and the 5th, and you didn't get as much out of it as you wanted to. Just talk a little bit about that frustration.
That has been an issue. Hitting with runners in scoring position. We left 9 runners on base, and a good portion of those were in the first 5 innings. You're right, bases loaded with 1 out. We got them on the ropes a little bit. We hit into a double play, and we really didn't have a lot of good opportunities after that. But it just shows you that the games are not oftentimes lost in the 8th or 9th inning. They're sometimes lost in the 4th or 5th inning if you don't take advantage of your opportunities. And with our offense the way it is, when we get bases loaded and 1 out, we got to find a way.
Right.
We got to find a way to get to 5 or 6 runs.
It seems like it's very close, though, but we've been saying that for a little bit now. Aside from that stretch of wins that you've had, do you feel like you're getting closer?
We're doing a lot of things right. We're doing more right than we're not. But we're playing about 6 innings in a ball game. And if you look at really all the games, even the games that we've won, it's 6 or 7 good innings. We have a letdown inning or 2. And that's what we saw again today. We played very good for 5 or 6 innings. They put a 3 spot up in the 7th. One of our goals every game is to avoid the big inning. They created a big inning with their 3 runs in the 7th, and it ended up costing us. So we just got to learn that these are 9-inning ball games for a reason. We got to play 9. And when we do, we'll be all right.
How do you fix something like that? It just kind of seems like just a big inning. Like, is there a way to go about trying to fix something like that?
Well, I think a lot of it will help if we can get our guys rested. This has been a tough stretch. I mean, not only are we playing almost every day, but the weather's been pretty warm. And we somehow got to find out, we need a starter to get us deep into one of these games this weekend, so we're not tempted to use those bullpen guys up. We got to keep them somewhat fresh, not only for this weekend, but the week after in that conference tournament. So that is a concern, and I think they can help us eliminate those big innings if we had some fresher arms in the bullpen. So somehow I got to find a way to not use them as much this weekend.
How important is this weekend for you guys? I know it's 2 of the bottom teams in the Valley, but for momentum coming on into the tournament.
It's Wichita State and Creighton. That's about all you need to know. I mean, we have a nice rivalry going with them. I don't think it'll be any different this weekend. I'm not sure. I don't really care what's on the line. It's Wichita State and Creighton are going after each other. They've had a history now of 20-plus years of having some special games. And we need to continue to get better. We've got to find a couple guys to swing the bats so we get guys in scoring position. And we've got to find our starters to get just a little bit deeper. But anytime Creighton gets with Wichita State, that's about all you need to say.
And I noticed that one of you guys has a tablet, like an iPad or something on the dugout. Is that a new thing, or have you been doing it the last couple of years?
No, we've been just doing it this year. And what it does is just, it just helps us with strikes versus balls, what types of pitches are we throwing strikes, location. It's more of something that we use after the game. It's not something that we use a lot during the game, but it just gives us the information that we're looking for after a game to get a better understanding of how the result occurred. And it's basically for the pitchers, and they use it quite a bit to help with their evaluation of their performance after a game.
There's an app for that? There's a big app, or what do you guys use? Do you have any idea?
I really don't.
You're
talking to a guy that, this is high tech for me. So I don't know. I don't use it much. That's the pitching coach does. I see the game with my eyes, and I can figure out what happened and what didn't happen. So.